Jesus speaks about difficult times, Hitler, persecution of Christians, and how to recognize my voice. July 14th, 2020. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, "Precious Heartdwellers, the Lord asked us to pick up a 6-month supply of food for the people in the Refuge. This is highly unusual for him to request, but I'm asking you to hearken to this instruction and put up enough food to carry you through for 6 months. Please, dear ones, make this sensible food, not snacks and empty calories. Foods like processed cereals are expensive when you could do just as well with oatmeal and making granola out of oats." Also, don't forget household items, long-lasting candles, etc. that you may need. We also have electricity provided by solar power and generators with a supply of gasoline, that I can still get messages out to you. Please continue to pray Psalm 91 daily over yourself and your loved ones, and know that God is mighty to protect and provide. Lord, is there anything you wish to say? Jesus began, "Thank you for putting out this message. I want my people to be prepared and to have enough to share with others. If all do as directed, there will be an abundance in a time of scarcity. Difficult times will continue to happen, my precious ones, but if you remain close to my heart in prayer and thanksgiving, if you seek the things of the kingdom and not the things of the world, you will be protected." There is so much misinformation on the internet and in the news. This is why you must cultivate listening for my voice. Many of you have become accustomed to the noisy and threatening so-called prophecies of the mainstream media sources, as well as even some things on YouTube. They are not to be trusted, dear ones. If you are basing your life on what you hear there, you are being grossly misled, and you do not have a true understanding of what this country is going through, nor can you distinguish the villains from the heroes. This is something you must discern in prayer. When Hitler came into power in Nazi Germany, he used the media to lure public opinion into supporting his detestable practices. The media were all in the pay of the government. It told the public what they wanted to hear in order to support Hitler's agenda to exterminate the Jews. The very same thing is happening now in this country, except this time the target is Christians. It is written that you will be hated because of my name, and those working for the mainstream media are part of the subversion of godly agendas in this country. My precious brides, do not be in a hurry when you come into prayer, waiting on me, examining your conscience, repenting of even the little things that you may have done to displease me. When you are called up higher, there is a price to pay. There are sacrifices I may ask you to make, and no one else. My heart is to speak to you, to inform you, to counsel and guide you. These are the delights of a relationship with me, but I also love to linger with you and dwell in your worshipful presence. Your sweet songs and attentions to me make up for so much indifference and coldness in the world. When you enter into true worship in spirit and in truth, it is an absolute wonder to me, and I allow myself to be drenched in your love and thanksgiving. You can never do that too much. Abide in me, and I will abide in you, dear ones. In order to cultivate the ability to hear my still small voice, it is necessary for you to still your mind, your own voice. Avoid being in the presence of agitating sounds and voices. Cultivate a peaceful and silent atmosphere to enter into worship. Your spiritual ears are clogged with layers of worldly noises, worldly voices, and unnecessary talking. Stillness of heart, mind, and body prepared a way for me to speak clearly to you. My mother is also an intercessor to turn to. Ask for her assistance, for the greatest thing on her heart is for you to be with me. Dedicate yourselves to silence. Even the gentle wind and singing of birds takes on so much more meaning when you learn to still the endless noises of the world. As you cultivate this stillness of heart and soul, you become more sensitive of my whisperings to you than ever before. Many of you have heard me clearly, but write it off to your own thinking. Well, yes, it is true, my words come to you as if they were your own thoughts, but they have a slightly different character, and many times when I speak to you, you simply gloss over it, thinking it is your own thought. One way you can recognize my voice is that it is very, very gentle. When I speak to you, I honor your free will, and my words are ever so gentle, not forceful. Many times I will bring up a subject or a metaphor that you never would have thought of on your own. That too is a way you can differentiate my thoughts from your thoughts. You will learn that I never disparage or put people down. I may tell you what their problem is, but never with an ugly air. When I do that, I will inspire you to pray for them and make you recognize that you are dealing with a wounded and misguided soul, and my will for them is to be healed. Healing takes time, and your kindness and patience with them will accelerate that process. I have taught you about dwelling prayer because I want you to linger with me, lavish your time on me, forsake other pressing matters as long as it doesn't lead to negligence or abandoning your responsibilities. I love to see you push aside the world to spend more time with me. As you worship and enter into my rest in my presence, the dust settles from all around you, the dust of the thoughts of the world, as well as your own thoughts, and even the thoughts of the demons. When you still your voice in worship, to me, the air becomes cleaner and more conducive to hearing my voice and my heart. Oh, my dear ones, I have so very much to tell you. Come to me, worship me, and rest in deep adoration, where stillness of heart and mind make you ready to hear my words to you. Sometimes when you feel stuck in the silence, like nothing is coming to you, you can go back to dwelling music or take a random reading from your holy books and meditate on it. I speak to you continuously through holy reading materials, but you must learn to read between the lines and sense not just the meaning of the words, but what lies behind the main thought. Most often it will be something I've been speaking with you about, and you will catch a gentle hint. Also remember that when you approach me through the Bible promises or any form of oracle, as the priests did in the ancient days, I may change the subject and speak to you about something totally different, yet much more important to me for you to recognize. My precious family, I love you so very dearly, and it is my greatest hope that we can communicate clearly with one another, that you may grow in holiness and I may share in your joys and sorrows more and more. Lean on me, cleave to me, seek me, wait on me. I will not disappoint you. I bless you now with a keen ear to hear my still small voice from within your heart, and the grace of patience it takes to wait on me.